Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today's going to be a new episode of the Day in the Life series. It's going to be a little bit of a different one today. Coach has given us the day off training. We've had a few games in quick succession, so some guys are starting to feel a bit fatigued. So he's given us a day just to rejuvenate our legs a little bit, get a bit of a recovery in. But I'm going to train anyway. I'm still feeling pretty fresh, so I'm going to get 4 days worth of training, so I'll show you everything that I do. But first things first, I've got to have some breakfast. I'm just going to have something light because I'm going to the training facility right now. So I don't want anything heavy sitting on my stomach. So I'm just going to have a fruit smoothie which has a full banana in it, some mixed berries, so I believe it's got blackberries, raspberries, blueberries and strawberries in there. Then I'm putting some coconut milk in there and also a scoop of protein powder that just has about 20 grams of protein in it. So good little breakfast, not going to sit heavy on my stomach. Then I'm going to have an energy bar as well. But let's just make the smoothie really quick. So then I'll just finish the smoothie before I leave for the training facility. And I typically take something with me in the car, something light that's not going to sit heavy on my stomach. And I'm excited to show you what I've been having recently. A couple of weeks ago I had a phone conversation with a guy called Brian. He's the CEO of a company called R-Bar Energy. And he created these energy bars. And they're targeted towards athletes. They have minimal ingredients, so nothing extra in there that you don't need. It's all whole ingredients, real fruits, real nuts. I'm actually going to show you all the bars that I got. Flip me. So, these are the energy bars, just to give you an example. They come in a little package like this. R-Bar, this one is the blueberry breakfast, prickly pear pecan, cinnamon roll. Yes, who would have thought that cinnamon roll would ever be healthy? But there we go, it's 2018, anything is possible. Double chocolate, also we've got lemon poppy seed, another good one. Peanut butter jelly, this is a good one because again only has 3 ingredients in this one. Pink lemonade, I did not think this was going to taste good, but it does taste so good. Chocolate peanut butter, this one is awesome. You can never go wrong putting peanut butter on chocolate. Cranberry cashew. So I just want to say a huge thank you to R-Bar again for sending me these. They're so good, and if you do want to have a look at these, have a look at their website. I'll put their stuff in my description, and they've actually given me a discount code, so if you did end up wanting to order any of these, it's going to be free shipping for you, which does save a ton of money. But without further ado, I gotta finish the rest of my smoothie, grab my R-Bar, and let's get to the training facility. So instead of showing you all different angles of my training session, I thought I'd just keep it raw, just so I didn't have to move the camera around, so I could really focus on my training session. But the format of this training session is exactly how I pointed out in a video I posted a couple of weeks ago on how to train individually. I'll put a link on the screen right now if you want to go see there. So I start with a 5 to 10 minute warm-up, just jogging back and forth and then get some dynamic stretches in. Then I move on into a basic technical to warm up my feet. So all I'm doing is passing it off the board with my right foot and my left foot alternately. Just getting some reps in at a medium distance to start with. Nice and easy, nothing strenuous at all. The heart rate is going to be very low at this point. Just working on good technique with the passing, trying to aim for a spot on the board every time, and then I bring it in nice and short. So just a bit more reactive this time. So I've got to work a bit harder, got to focus a bit more. Nice quick passing right and left, alternate. Then I move into some basic directional touch. So I've just laid one cone down here, playing it off the board, then taking a touch with the inside of my foot past the cone, and then playing another pass. Again, just alternating right foot and left foot. And then I move on and make it a little bit more difficult. So I'm creating a bit of a box. It's almost a rectangle on its side here. So as you can see, I put 2 cones on the left hand side, now putting down 2 cones on the right hand side as well. And I'm just in the box, play it off the board, and it's a sharper directional touch this time. So I'm taking my touch towards the gates on either side and just accelerating through. So really opening up my hips this time, like I'm driving down the line. This is a great one for wingers. A lot of the times you can actually beat your defender with your first touch if he's closing you down with high pressure. You can just take a quick touch by opening up your hips in the direction you want to go, and you can burst down the line. So just getting a few reps of that. Then what I'm doing is moving into a bit of a dribbling sequence, very low intensity once again. So I've just set out a few cones. So what I'm trying to do is keep control of the ball, so I go out with the right foot, using only the right foot through the cones, getting around the cone, keeping nice tight control, moving back and forth, manipulating that ball. Then I come out and do the left foot, exactly the same thing. and I'm just changing up the pattern each time using different areas of the foot. Then I come through and I'm using just the insides of the feet here. As you might tell, I'm trying to do this all without making a mistake. So I'm trying to get there and back using all these different surface areas without making any mistakes. So after the inside, doing the inside to outside, incorporating some outside of the foot here, back and forth, around the cone, and then the final sequence is just the sole of the foot, so rolling it. So I've done this all without making a mistake, and then I'm going to repeat this 5 times, just to get a good touch of the ball, get the dribbling nice and warm. And after each rep, just rest for a little while, and then reset. Then I moved into some fast feet with a short acceleration. So I'm using the agility ladder for this one. So I'll just show you some different reps. So you just jog up, quick feet through, then it's a quick acceleration burst out towards the opposite cone on the other side. Then I'll just turn around again, walk to the cone, jog to the ladder, fast 3, and burst. Then I'm just alternating the different patterns that I'm doing, so doing it from the side this time. So I go there and back with each sequence, do some icky shuffle. And then with this one, I'm repeating that whole circuit 3 times. Now I'm moving into my main activity, so trying to replicate some scenarios I might face during a game. So I'm just laying out some cones. This time I'm going to be going through those cones at a faster pace than I did during the warm-up. Then I'm laying another cone out here, so I've got a quick acceleration with the ball out diagonally. And I'm coming back in, and I'm placing 2 cones against the boards here, and I'm going to be playing a firm pass, trying to aim in between these 2 cones. So I'll just show you a whole rep. So going through it at a quicker pace, as you can see, around that cone, playing a pass on the half turn, nice and sharp, playing a long ball across to the opposite board, then a first time finish into the goal. So this is replicating a lot of different scenarios I would face in a game. This could be dribbling through defenders here, then changing direction, playing a 1-2 with the board, and on the half turn, a driven ball across the other side, and then a first time finish. So replicating a lot of different things that you would face during a game. This is the point of the main component of the training session. Really want to replicate what you might actually face during a match. Just a few more reps of this. For this activity, I did 15 reps in total. As you can see, with the half turns, I try and alternate as much as possible. So if I turn to the right one way, on the next one I do try and turn to the left hand side, so I'm just getting stronger on both sides. Really trying to keep tight control of that ball through the cones at high speed. Nice sharp turn, nice driven ball using the laces, and hitting that ball first time. That's a tough one to hit, so it's a good one to practice. Makes you more efficient if you can shoot off a one-time finish rather than having to take a touch. Nice fun pass. And finish. So that's it for the main activity. Then I move on into a bit of a fitness. So all I'm trying to do is get 10 boards in as quick a time as possible. Probably going about 85% with the run. I'm not trying to do a full sprint because you don't want to sprint for that long. This is more of a conditioning exercise. So just trying to get that heart rate up. Not trying to do anaerobic, which doesn't use oxygen. That's more of a sprinting technique where you don't use oxygen. I do want to be getting oxygen into the lungs during this activity, so going at 85%. Then I'm moving on to some specialty work. So what I'm working on today is hitting balls on the bounce. Nothing intense about it, just working solely on technique. Just scooping the ball up in the air in front of me and hitting it off the bounce, kind of like a half volley. Just want to get better at hitting it on the bounce so I could be more efficient during a game. The quicker you can get a shot off in a match, you can catch the keeper off guard. So sometimes you do have to get the ball down if you have time and space, but if you don't have that much time getting closed down, if you have the ability to kick it on the bounce, you're going to be a much more effective player. So just getting lots of reps in here, maybe 20 reps in total. This is the last one here. A little scoop up. Just a nice clean connection on that ball. Then I'm spending 5 to 10 minutes cooling down. So just walking around and then getting some stretches in. More static stretching this time. You'll notice at the beginning of the session I was doing dynamic stretching, trying to replicate some of the movements I was going to perform during the session. And at the end, I'm just holding static stretches for maybe 20 to 30 seconds, focusing mainly on the lower body. And that's it for the training session. So back in my apartment now, and there was a package on the doorstep. It says NB, so I'm pretty sure that means New Balance. I guess we'll find out. Okay, that's awesome. They sent me a new ball. That's amazing. I really like the New Balance match balls. They got a nice feel to them. I love striking them. So that's a Furon ball, excellent. Looks like a New Balance t-shirt. We've got some shorts, and there's one pair of boots. So these are the New Balance Vazzaro 2.0. Wow. Look at these. So these are the New Balance Vazzaro 2.0s. I believe they're coming out with a New Balance 3.0 soon, but these are the newest colorway. Just to give you a quick look of everything out of the box, out of the packaging, looks really nice. I'm really looking forward to training in that stuff, so I'm really grateful for it. Thanks to New Balance, but also thanks to you guys, because I actually wouldn't be in this position without your support. The only reason I get to work with brands and get their support is because my channel has grown to a level where brands want to start working with me, and that wouldn't be possible without you guys clicking the subscribe button, commenting, liking on the videos and things like that. So I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you as well. But without further ado, I need to get to the gym. So I just had some eggs, I had some porridge oats. Now I'm going to go to the gym and do a workout, so I'll show you everything that I do once I get there. So let's go. So I'm at the gym now, same facility where I did my individual training earlier. So I'm in the weight room. I didn't film, but I actually did 5 minutes on the bike before just to warm up my legs so they're nice and ready to take on the squat set. So I'm starting with a warm-up set, I consider it. So I've got a 45-pound plate on each side, just doing 10 reps. Just going just below 90 degrees with the knees, nothing more than that. Some people like to get really deep with their squats, but for football it's really not necessary. You're never going to get that low during a game. Your explosion is going to be coming from around 90 degrees maximum. So that's what we're doing here, just some squats here, and then I usually take the plate up a little bit more each time. I usually do 4 sets in total, and I usually end up doing about 205 for my final set. So now I move into some bench press as well, and these are all compound exercises, so you don't need to do too many exercises in order to get a full body workout, which is ideal. Similar system for the bench press, although I can't lift half as much as I can as a squat rack. So I've got a 45 plate on each side right now, so I believe it's about 145 in total because the bar's 45 pounds as well, and I do 3 sets of that. Then I move on into some shoulder press. So I'm using 45-pound dumbbells, just getting 10 reps again. So getting some upper body and lower body as well. With all these exercises, you want to keep the core nice and tight. That's just going to give you some additional core work. That's me struggling with the 10th one there. That's how it should be. You should be finding a weight where you should just be able to complete around 10 reps. Now moving on to some single leg RDLs. These are really good for the hamstrings. Hamstrings are excellent for sprinting, so I like to do a bit of isolation work on those as well. And I'm only doing those 4 exercises in the gym today. I don't want to overdo it. I do have training tomorrow morning. Then I'm moving on to some isolated core work. So I'm using this roller here, just keeping that core really tight. Doing 10 reps of this one, and then I do 20 reps of these. So these are good for the entire core, getting lower midsection and upper abs during this exercise. Then I'm doing some Russian twists. So I've got a little medicine ball. It's a 10-pound ball, just twisting from side to side, just putting my abs through a different exercise. Then I'm just doing some simple heel taps. These are just little crunches, but they burn so much, especially when you're doing these all in a row. Then I move into some side to sides as well, so getting some obliques as well. Abs are really burning at this point, but you just got to keep pushing through. Then I'm just doing some leg crossovers here. These are great for the lower abs, and it's good for that stability as well. You have to keep that ab really tight for this one. Then just some toe touches. And this is the final of the ab exercises, and then repeat that whole circuit 3 times. Then I just move into some stretches, so just some twists here. And then I'm moving on into some glute stretch. Holding these for about 20 to 30 seconds on each side. Just go good deep stretch into some hamstrings. Make sure you're breathing and hydrating through all of this as well, getting the fluids back in. Holding a static quad stretch. And some calf stretches as well. Again, just always hold it for about 20 to 30 seconds each side. And some butterflies, so stretching out the groin as well. This is a really good one, gets the groin and the hips. All seated stretches, and that's the workout. Alright, back at my apartment now. That was a really good gym session, got an entire full body workout, even with just those 4 exercises, because they were all compound exercises, which just means it involves a lot of different muscle groups through one movement, so you're able to get a full body workout with less exercises. So that's what I was doing there, and then I did a core workout at the end. A core workout is essential to each workout that you do. You really want to strengthen up that core. It's going to allow you to move more sharply. It absorbs a lot of the impact when you're running, changing direction. It's just going to improve your overall performance. So now I'm back in my apartment. I'm just having a good meal now, so I'll show you what I'm eating. I made some teriyaki salmon. We've got brown rice. We've got broccoli, fresh broccoli, and some green beans as well. So a good, well-balanced meal. A lot of good fuel in this. That's going to help me recover, but also get me energized, because tomorrow I have to go back to training with the teams. And then I'm going to do some more foam rolling, a bit of additional recovery there. I obviously did a lot of stretching after my football session and after the gym session as well, but I just want to get all the lactic acid out, do a good foam roll session as well. And then I'm just going to spend most of the evening on my computer. I am working on a few things. I'll be announcing more about that shortly, but trying to develop a bit of a website and some other different things as well, just to try and take my YouTube and my online coaching to the next level kind of thing. I want to be able to reach more people. I want to be able to reach people on different levels as well. So I obviously do the videos right now, but I also want to reach people through like podcast and also like blog style as well, because I know people learn in different ways. So I really want to cater to everybody and really, as I said, take this to the next level so that I can help more people. So that's probably going to be it for this day in the life vlog. I really hope you did enjoy it. Make sure you follow me on Instagram as well, because I'm going to be doing more sort of daily kind of behind the scenes things with my stories, and also I'm going to be doing some giveaways. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, because that's probably where I'll do that kind of thing. Thanks so much for all your guys' continued support. I'm glad you're really enjoying these videos. I'm glad it's helping so many of you. Make sure you drop this video a like if you did enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in the next video.